Good evening, my friends. Grim here. Hope you're doing very well today. Welcome to Chapter 22, where we have been so rudely interrupted here at our home in Lakeview Manor, as there no decency, by bandit thugs, as we were just dropping off some items during our off-camera buying and selling. Thus, I think it is time to start the chapter, because I don't want you guys to miss this. Look at our loyal horse. Here in on the action. Where's Lydia when you need her? I think it's just me and Janasa against the world here. But that's alright. She's inside making sure the kid is safe, right? No big deal. Alright, well, quite the start to our new chapter. And it's not over yet. We've got an archer skulking. But our horse will flush you out, thug. Look at Halvar's horse. Ah ha ha, a horrible death. A horrible death for those who would dare disturb the peace and tranquility of Lakeview Manor. We've got our new gear on that we acquired at the end of last chapter. I think that it is probably not quite as strong as the ebony armor at all, actually. But it's very cool. We're going to try it for a chapter, and might be stronger than the ebony gear when we upgrade it. But either way, it's very sweet. Thank you, beautiful horsey, for your assistance there. Genuinely a help in that fight. And, you know what? Before we get back on our questing track, I think we need to go check out Pine Watch. This is a little hut of ill repute. That's kind of a funny phrase. A hut of ill repute. Here, just to the south of our home, and we need to make sure that this place is safe. So did these bandits come from Pine Watch? Is this their base of operations? Let's find out. I think I discovered Pine Watch while I was building the house off-camera. I don't know exactly what goes on in here, but I've been in here before, but like I said, I don't think it was on camera. Anyway, we'll see if there's anything going down here. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh yeah, we've got more bandits here to kill.
Time to end this little game.
So I've been in here before, but I don't think I've ever seen or activated this button. Alright, I guess this is how we're starting off our quest, and this is the wine that was mentioned in that note. We just disdainfully kick the bucket over, send the wine scattering. And it's time to put an end for good and all to the bandits of Pine Watch. There's a dead high elf here. We've been spotted, Janasa. Oh my goodness. The Blood Skull Blade is quite something. Can we just kill with, well, I guess Janasa's arrows do more damage. I was gonna say, can we just kill with these power attack energy blasts? It is a little inconvenient that the bodies go flying away from our melee character sometimes. Harder to loot that way. But the effect is cool and strong enough that we're going to keep using it, and we're going to deal with that. That's just the cost of doing business, you know? After all, there will come a time when this Bloodskull blade is kind of outclassed and we're moving on to different things, and we'll remember the good old days. Alright, so that's a lever that'll obviously open that gate. I'd like to finish clearing out this part of it here before we go down there. Who knew there would be this much underground here in Pine Watch? Not me. Not Halvar. It's a good thing we checked it out. We can't have this place just occupied right next to our property. It's kind of eerily empty, though. A barred door. Alright, I got a little bit turned around, but that's where we... This is where we came, so back down here. This was one of the two ways to go that we haven't yet, the other one being that grate. And I guess they lead to the same place, huh? Alright, there must be something else still. Well, whoever died couldn't drink their minor healing potion in time, I suppose. Alright, that's where we need to go. We need to get up on that bridge and go this way.
Someone there?
No. No one is here.
Something. Looky here. Looks like we got her. Oh.
Oh boy, Halvar. Halvar has become quite a terror.
Is someone there?
In hand-to-hand combat. I think I heard a little bit of fear in your voice, Bandit. I think maybe that is warranted as well.
Just stand still! Ah! Ah!
Some silver armor, huh?
Time to end this little game.
Just seeing him stare me down while getting a bunch of arrows to his face is rather funny. Not gonna lie. This is a pretty tough customer, you know. Don't mean to diminish that, but between that decision to just slowly circle me while Janasa filled him up with arrows, and then the slow time ability made that an academic contest, a flawless victory. You'll love to see it. But the Bandit Sanctuary could prove a bit more challenging. We shall see. There's like a trail of gold leading here. That's kind of interesting. Alright. In we go. Once again, I repeat, who knew there was so much to Pine Watch? Whatever I called it, the Hut of Ill Repute. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm amusing myself so much with that.
This little game.
Team!
Slow time is really OP. Switch to Foos for a minute. We find a letter from somebody named Rorus, which reads, "Come on, it won't be that bad. Rigel may be paranoid, but she's as dumb as a mammoth. Body hair like one, too. Harsh. I'm just saying if we can get into that treasure room, we would be set. We could just take the money and head north to catch a ship. I know a guy whose cousin knows a guy that could get us set up with some pirates in Hammerfell. And in the meantime, we could live high on that money for months." So there is a room that seems to hold many riches. And all three of those goons have a copy of the same letter. Just to make sure they don't forget what is going on, what their own plan is. This stuff is actually, even like the novice chests, but definitely this expert chest, it is notably more difficult without my ebony helm of lockpicking. Worth noting. I think ultimately I should probably have a different enchantment than lockpicking, but it's been kind of cool to have it. This one has 50 points of health. Obviously, that's pretty good for our character, too. You're running in slow motion, my friend. You feeling okay? The Bloodskull Blade does not need to be recharged, which is really nice. It's another reason to use it for a while. I actually wasn't sure about that until I just looked at it, but it's true. But it's true. What the heck? Can't even cleanly open this adept lock without the helm. It's a crutch that we've grown accustomed to. And an empty cage is our reward.
There. Time to end this little game.
That is one way to end it. We've got Draugr down here too. You know, I wasn't really in the market for such an intensive and extensive dungeon right away, but whatever. It's fine. It's pretty cool. For some reason, I don't want to tangle with Draugr, though. I just want to tangle with bandits and then go back on the road. But it is all good. Quite a lot of stuff here. This is surely the room to which they were referring. Leather scout boots. I think that's a new addition. Well, I tried to undo the trap. Instead we activated it, but also dodged it.
What was that?
Have your head. Damn you!
Slit your belly like an old woman's purse.
Slit your belly like an old woman's purse.
Victory is yours. I submit. No, not like this.
Ooh, Janasa with absolutely no chill. No mercy, and no chill. The thief backpack. Warning. You've all been warned about trying to break into my treasure room, but Roars didn't think I was serious. Now he's dead. You've all had your cut of the take already, and if I catch any of you dung lickers trying to break in again, I won't let the traps kill you. I will do it myself. Rigel Strongarm.
Huh?
I guess we'll take one of these warnings for posterity. Father's missive. By the 9, Rigel. Think about what you're doing. I don't care if you kill off a couple skooma-headed Khajiit traders. They have no business in Skyrim anyway. But think about what you're doing. There are armies fighting out there, and they're bound to use the roads from time to time. They're going to start noticing if traders go missing, and for that matter, why don't you just join up with one of the armies? I gave up on marrying you off to some merchant's son, since you got the face of a skeever, but that doesn't mean you couldn't put in a helmet on and find some work for a soldier. Use those meaty arms of yours, girl, and quit sending me money. I don't need your charity. From Da. Dear old Da. Rigel writes back, now look here, Da, you're the one who always told me that swinging an axe was the only thing I've ever been good at, so what do you expect me to do? The Stormcloaks pay dung for soldiering, and I'm not going to fight for those mud-sucking Imperials. I've got a good racket picking the traders off the road here, and I couldn't give a damn what you think about it. Your little saber cat is a tidy operation out here. I'm not going to give it up just because you're afraid of getting caught. Oh, and quit trying to send back the money. Those louts just try to steal it. I have to beat their skull until they learn any different. Well, I think we can add these to Halvar's library, because that's some good reading right there. Let's see how Janasa fares against Rigel for a minute here. It's pretty even.
That the best you can do?
Kind of a sad way to kill such a spunky, let's say, woman. In a different world, it could have been a good Stormcloak officer or, yeah, special forces style fighter like, what's his name? The guy we escaped Helgen with. Instead, you became a bandit and you met your end. And you know, I never would have known. Never ever would have known about any of this if those bandits had not attacked my home. Then we had to go looking, and look what we found. Is this boring you, Janasa? So we won't actually have to fight the Draugr. We are just in a place that has already been cleared of them. Or will we? I don't know. Maybe there's Draugr down here. Lots of traps everywhere that Janasa can't seem to avoid. Ooh. These are the traps to which Rigel's letter referred. Okay, now we're talking. I was totally underestimating these bandits when I thought that that previous paltry room was the treasure room. Look at all this. This is pretty cool. It's a cool discovery, and the way it's laid out is also quite appealing. It is a worthy reward at the end of this little area here. This goes back to... oh, right, the barred door. Sure. Pine Watch has been cleared, and the bandits hopefully shall trouble us at home no more. Good work, Janasa. Alright, that was actually pretty fun. Okay, so we keep getting distracted, but the whole idea is to go west toward Markarth. Maybe spending a little time in Rorikstead as well. So how far did we get? I think we actually got to Rorikstead, where we were given the quest that sent us back east. So let's go there. We could definitely use a little selling. We don't need to, though, for this chapter, but while poking around Rorikstead for the first time, it might not be a bad idea to talk to everybody, including the merchants, and if we so happen to sell a thing or two, so be it. Usually, again, try to do that off-camera for you, because it's not the most interesting, and that way I can take my time figuring out what to do with my items and stuff.
Do yourself a favor
this
and
guy.
don't have children. They're good
If you're
for
thinking of
nothing
setting
at
up
all.
to farm, you picked the right
I don't approve of that anti-natalist rhetoric, you must say. As a father in-game and IRL, I do not approve. Children are the
I wish I
best.
could be an adventurer like you. If
And
you
go
beat up my
wherever I
sister
want.
Sissel, I won't help.
got to think.
Hey, watch
Maybe
it.
I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Well, there might not really be any shops in Rorikstead. That would be awkward. I mean, there's, like, nothing to it. We might as well just look around in the manor. And maybe go back to the inn before we keep passing through.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
Oh, you call this a manor, huh? It's very modest, but nothing wrong with that. Just maybe rein in the name a little bit, my friend.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but Juan's the one who... Not yet, anyway, though it certainly could. With most of the Hold's fighting men committed to the war, there are fewer swords to keep the road safe from brigands and wild beasts. And of course, as the war drags on and supplies run low, our ample fields and stores of food will make a tempting target for desperate men. The best we can hope for, a swift end to the conflict. The longer the war goes on, the worse it will be for all of us, I'm afraid. Good day.
Good day. This dragon bone armor is definitely pretty cool. I don't know how I rate it overall. I need a little bit more time to... And then maybe looking at it without... It looks cooler without the backpack.
No offense
These...
intended, but I don't think we have anything to talk about.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet, especially with, like, that pinkish blood skull blade in the back. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. The backpack's very useful, but... cramps our style
Hey,
in some
I
ways.
know who you are. Hail Cities.
Hail Sithis, we've heard that before, and I didn't remember at the time, but now I think I remember it's the Dark Brotherhood thing, which I hate that we accidentally started that quest line, and there's no real way out of it.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Kill the bandit leader located at Valtheim Keep.
Good day.
Can probably do that. Still interested in finding out what happened to Rin. Where exactly is Valtheim Keep? Oh, I was gonna say, it sounds familiar. I thought we already did that, plus it's back where we were a while ago, so no thank you. Not right now, anyway. I guess we're just moving on, my friends. I guess we're just rambling on. Rorikstead is a place of little consequence, it seems, but that is okay. They can all be white runs and solitudes.
And drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good band.
Up into the highlands we go. On a most beautiful and lovely day. Vampire attack. With a heavily armored thrall leading the way, a death hound. Ooh, this one's a thrall too. Yes. That was pretty cool. One reason I don't mind letting the Dawn Guard quest line stay active forever. Not forever, but for quite a while, is that we just get those random vampire attacks, unless they're a part of this location, which could be as well. Are we intrigued by this place and the moldering ruins? There's a coffin. Okay, I think this is more like the... I think those vampires are more like part of what we always will see at this place, and, well, it's kind of our duty to purge the vampire menace, is it not? So, down we go. These might prove a much stiffer test than the bandits of Pine Watch. And we'll put our new armor to the test, which again I think is probably a little bit weaker overall than the ebony we were wearing.
I cannot best.
Yeah, well, I guess it was bold of me to assume there was a merchant of any kind in Rorikstead, right? Just mentioning that as we loot more and fill up our inventory more. Where do they shop? Where do they get groceries? Where do they get anything? Not my problem, I guess. Only wondering. And that's all there was to it. Hey, we'll take it. Just want to make sure there's nothing we are missing. We've cleared it, but that doesn't mean that there's not a little something something on the shelf here. Or up here, which is what really caught my eye.
Few would dare to pass in these ruins. What you lack in wit, you make up for in courage.
Yeah, really not much, just a little extra gold, basically, but all good. Nice. Lo, do I hear the howling of wolves? Lo, do I hear the clicking of, of mud crabs. It's kind of an odd place to find a mud crab, isn't it? Aren't they usually in the lowlands by the water? You know, like in the mud, like their name suggests. Wow. Nice try. Nice try to speak English. It didn't work for me that time. Bleak Wind Bluff. You know I'm incapable of running from point A to point B. Gotta bark up every tree along the way, or at least many of them.
That's close enough. That's close enough. You never should have come here.
Forsworn, that's what I thought you were. Hag Raven. Black Soul Gem, nice. Almost don't even feel that fire. And I think one of our... Yes, this Dragonbone Mail, fire resistance by 100%. I guess that'll do it. And a Grand Soul Gem, Ebony Warhammer. Elven Greatsword of Expelling. Summon Daedra up to level 20 or sent back to Oblivion. That is very cool. Alright, we've cleared Bleak Wind Bluff, and we are close enough to Solitude that I think I'll just fast travel there, do a little on-camera selling, just a little. Clear out this inventory a tad. Of course, we've arrived at the wrong time to do that, so let's have an inn for the night.
Being old's not so bad.
A room at the inn, I mean to say.
I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink.
Well,
fletching suits me.
That's
It's
one way to do it.
Sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes.
You look
Welcome
like
to the Winking. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Don't
If
know.
you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Don't think I'm in the mood for a drinking contest.
I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
Need something?
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world.
Oh.
Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead,
Seem a little soured on
Master.
life, my dear.
He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone.
Don't
We'll
mind
speak
if I
again
do.
later, if we must.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige. Traitors, civil war. People say there's someone in Riften that can change
Oh, that's
your
the
face.
worst
Make you
rumor.
look completely
That's the
different.
only rumor you people ever tell me. That was such a tease.
Welcome to the center of the world. Yes,
You're still
my
here,
older
huh?
brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop. We'll speak again later, if we must.
Well then.
True, I may look
Spare
the
some
part of
gold
dashing.
for
I guess it's cool you guys haven't
typical
really seen
Solitude wench
much
is
buying
like,
and
I
selling.
hid here in solitude for a long time, but hey,
Well, you
watch
fools get out of my
Why,
way.
hello. Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store. Oh, take a look.
boatswain clothes and shoes. That's another new thing. Am I right? Crabber's charm? Extravagant robes. I think a lot of this is new Anniversary Edition gear. Nordic amulet, circlet, and ring. We saw one of these in a previous chapter. Vagrant hood. Yeah, I think a lot of that's new. We'll have to get Halvar eventually just totally loaded down with all the Nordic gear, right? That'll be sweet. Oops.
Finally.
A sharp mind. Yes, yes, I haven't...
I should really be donning the Mask of Clavicus Vial. And the silver necklace of price reduction.
The Imperials left me to die in Envil, and I had to fight my way back.
That's a rough story. The Imperials left you to die?
We're supposed to look
Doesn't
tough.
surprise me.
Biren said some might call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
These Solitude merchants do tend to have stores that are worth looking at. A lot of the better items that I've found at merchants for Halvar have been found right here.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Seems there's no end. The finest weapons and armor.
Okay, nothing too wild there for sale.
Return anytime
Nice.
you need arms or
And let's see if we can disenchant that. Oh, what was it? The sword that banishes Daedra. If that's an enchantment that you can learn, I don't believe we have learned it yet. There it is. Nice. Alright, so some relatively successful looting.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
That's probably only the second or third time, amazingly, that I've heard that in this playthrough. Alright. Back on the road we go. I guess the move is just to fast travel back to Bleak Wind, BLUFF, or is it? I actually think I want to go to the Moldering Ruins and then take that path that seems obvious on the map westward down to the river. This has been a relatively low-key chapter so far, I guess. I don't know, actually, if that's true. Either way, I've been enjoying it. It's a vibe. It's relaxing and rewarding. I'm enjoying our current gear. It's very interesting on the whole. You know what we didn't do that we were going to do, though, is launch an attack on one of these Imperial camps, right? So maybe we'll explore a little bit further west and then go back to that Imperial camp we discovered in the previous chapter and kill everybody. Because like I said at the time, that is kind of a good proving ground for Janasa. See what her stomach for this war is.
Stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
Why isn't
We
mine
tunneled
safe?
into an old Nordic crypt. The whole place is crawling with Draugr. We're not mining up any ore with those undead around, so I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
Well, that's fair enough, but I will, not in the mood for that at the
Gods
moment.
gave you 2 hands, and you use them both for your weapon. I can respect that.
I can respect you for respecting that. I'm sure your regulation uniform requires a shield and a one-handed weapon, but, y'all probably wish you could be the two-handed Chad. Whoa. Hagravens everywhere. Whoa, a dead giant. That is one impressive victory, Hagraven. Is there another one up on the cliff edge there, or what? They've got the giant like a ritual sacrifice. That is something. Janasa's probably already going around more of this madness ore, which I don't know what it is yet. Janasa's probably already flanking them, taking the fight to him. I don't know how to get up there. Oh, this way. Okay.
That your best? It's nothing.
Ooh. Taking some real damage there. Oof. Wow, there's Forsworn everywhere. This place is just crawling with them. Don't know where Janasa got to. Frost on Turok? Wow.
I'm warning you, back off. Never should have come here.
Could really use a little cover fire, Janasa. Not sure if you're doing that or not. I don't think you are, to be honest. KARTHSPIRE camp, huh? I like kind of taking them out one at a time, seeking a little cover, dodging some missiles, and then going again. I like using their own camp against them, basically. A timely increase to blocking capabilities. Still neither sight nor sound nor sign of Janasa. This troublesome mage. Finally getting to grips with her. We'll drive her against these spikes. Very brutal way to kill her, but needed to be done, apparently. These Forsworn are strangely passive. You know what I mean? Like,
we are routed. Fall back.
well, this is a pretty extreme example of that, but yeah. That one felt bad. The dude is just totally not here for it. Well, we've discovered KARTHSPIRE. To the KARTHSPIRE. Do we go inside? I don't know what to do. I kind of want to go kill a camp full of Imperials, but killing a camp full of Forsworn has perhaps sated that need for a little while. Huh. I was just gonna say maybe we should go inside at least to find Janasa again, but there you are, Janasa. Just like I let you kind of go it alone against that bandit chief, maybe you're letting me go alone. I don't know. What do you think? Do we go inside?
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out. If it's a long one... Well, I hope it's not a long one.
Never should have come here.
Briarheart. Ooh. Didn't expect you to go down that easily. Sometimes just hearing the cries of the death agony cries and knowing that Janasa is just kind of doing her dirty work is, I don't know, when you're not fighting for your life in the moment, it hits different. That's just all I'll say about that. Wow. Quite the underground layer you have here. We've got to activate pillars to get through. I don't have time for this in this episode. Seems cool, but we're not going to do it. Let's just back out of here. Let's just nope out of this. We're just going to make this a very bloody end to the chapter. We're going to go kill some Imperials. We can't forget to do that. We cannot be distracted. And we've explored still further westward toward Markarth. That is great. But I think what we'll do to close out is go find that camp in the southeast by Riften, where we've already been a criminal before. If we're going to get a crime on our record, it might as well be down here for this. And also in a place where we won't be doing much questing for a little while. Just for the LARP. And it's also kind of a central location. Could be a good tactical decision as well. So, Janasa, are you ready to strike a blow in an unofficial Stormcloak capacity against the Scourge of the Empire? Alright, Jen. Time to be cool. We're just two citizens gonna come up here and talk to our beloved saviors here of the Empire. The ones who know better than we do what gods we should worship and how best to rule ourselves, right? Such a peaceful day. Such a peaceful fall day.
You leave me no choice, citizen.
We're just here to talk.
Move along. Be on your way.
Oh, well. I guess the jig is up. Oh, my goodness. Legate Fazendel one-shot him. Oh, this is one of those characters that doesn't die. Got it. Well, I guess we can't cut the head off the snake here today, but what we can do is totally massacre these Imperial occupiers without even breaking stride, without even breaking a sweat. And what this shows me is that we might need to raise the difficulty level yet again, and I already kind of had a plan for this. When we do get back on the Civil War questline, we gotta crank the difficulty up higher. It's just embarrassing. You Imperials need help. We'll take everything that's not nailed down, even if we don't want it. It'll hurt their cause. That wooden plate, that's mine. That clothes iron, we'll take it.
Team! Going to cry now, huh?
I don't plan to. You might, though. We will slay the wounded. It's not that honorable, but they're not going to live anyway.
Your trust.
You know what I mean? After we take out this whole camp, these wounded people are not gonna have any way to survive, so it is simply a matter of putting them out of their misery. And with that, Janasa, our work here is done. Ruins of BLUFF. What do we have here? Just bandits, okay. I was wondering if we'd drawn aggro of other citizens based on that, but it's only the typically aggressive bandits doing as bandits do. Activate Dwemer mechanism. Nothing you have will fit into the mechanism. Well, that's fascinating. Something for another day. I think we hear a dragon. Are we going to finish off with a dragon fight? I'm not sure. It's okay if we don't. Let's just go beat this legate down one more time. Oh, I don't know if I got it, but that was a funny picture with an arrow sticking out of Halvar's head. Either way, we've got our proof that we just absolutely wrecked this camp of Imperials. And with that, I really don't see a dragon anywhere. So I guess that's going to do it for us. Let's get out of his aggro range so we can save and fast travel and get away with the perfect crime and all that good stuff. It's unfortunate that we can't take that officer down too, but that is all good. I should explore the rift more often. It's truly beautiful, these fall leaves and all that. Wolves and Imperials and other vermin alike notwithstanding. Well, thank you kindly, my friends, for watching. As always, I appreciate the views, the support, the comments, the feedback, being able to share it with you. Geez, I keep just encountering all kinds of aggro here. Will you people let me leave the game or what? I'm gonna have to chop some more heads off. A very bloody end to this, as we said. But it's all good, lots of fun. Have we saved some chickens from this necromancer? I dearly hope so. Anyway, guys, the beauty and splendor of Skyrim, as always, is just such a pleasure to participate in. I hope you feel the same way. And with that, I will talk to you next time. Take care. Let me know any ideas you have for Halvar's path, and we'll talk to you then.